But you have to be aware of where she is on the floor at all times. If you're Penn State, she can't get any easy open looks.
And Makenna Marisa, top 10 in the country in scoring as well. So we've got a couple of top 15 scores.
From their first matchup, switching that back screen, not allowing any mismatches.
And a home run pass there to Alicia Smith puts it down.
Matt, you and I talked about this high-risk, high-reward defense for Penn State. They can turn you over second in the league, but you can also score the basketball easily if you get past it.
Penn State has been so close in so many of these conference games. The last 3 losses leading up to that win against Nebraska by an average of just 6 points.
And Penn State runs this Princeton action where they utilize that person in the middle of the floor to set little brush.
Three-point opportunity won't go. There is Smith on the put. We talked about winning 60-second periods 40 times throughout the course of the game. Smith gets it again and rolls it down, and she has been a hot target. 5 to shoot. Clouden defended by Marisa. Dumped down to Farquhar, and she beats the buzzer.
But she is a tremendous passer, understands how to deliver the ball to her teammates in positions that they can be successful.
And a second opportunity thrown into the hands of Penn State. Here comes Beverly. Burke, that's a 3.
This is exactly what Penn State wants to do. Push it in transition. Maddie Burke, this is what she does best. Knocks it down for 3.
Has only taken 1 shot attempt so far in this game. And you got to think Susie Merchant will want to change that quickly here. Another 3 goes down for Penn State. That time it's Anna Camden. 11-1 run over the last 2 minutes and counting for Penn State. Their largest lead of the first quarter. A 3-point opportunity for Hageman and a much-needed basket for the freshman.
Well, Hageman's someone whose 3-point shooting has been a little up and down, but she certainly shot it well against this team.
Because they shot it so well from the floor and from deep. Beverly puts in a triple. Nothing but nylon from distance.
And it looks like Penn State's in a triangle and 2 right now on Matilda Eck and Nia Clouden. I like this end of quarter adjustment. Michigan State too tough on the offensive glass.
And finally a triple goes down for Michigan State. It's Nia Clouden putting it in. She pays it off with the baseline bunny.
Just really proud of the toughness, the resilience of this group. To be in the position that they're in right now, in spite of all that they have been through, is really a tribute to Susie Merchant and her staff and this team for fighting through.
Farquhar was looking for the post entry. Now she gets it. And the fadeaway is good. Lady Lions are 6 of 12 from beyond the arc of the ball game. Farquhar again in the post. Through contact, puts it in. It's back-to-back buckets for the Purdue transfer. Those last 2 baskets by Farquhar, the first 2 buckets in the paint in this quarter for Michigan State as Burke goes right back the other way.
And that's the difference, right, for Penn State. When you can convert off of those turnovers that you're forcing, getting some easy buckets as Higgins gets a 2 right there. And she is certainly quick with the basketball, getting in there and having the ability to consistently finish.
Nia Clouden was 6 points already in the ball game. Gives it out to Eck, and that's a 3. Marisa back into the ball game for the final minute. And nothing but net on the pull-up.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, great scorers have to score in different ways. Great scorers aren't just great shooters. They find ways to get to the rim. They find ways to get some easy points at the foul line.
Has really only played 7 players for the most part in this first half, and a couple of them with 2 fouls. Clouden buries it from the top of the key. Michigan State has not led since it was 13-11. Kapanis in the passing lane and lays lays it in the first bucket of the second half. Goes to the Lady Lion.
Getting out in those passing lanes, creating turnovers for scores.
19 points off turnovers for Penn State. As a redshirt freshman, Eck on the roll to the basket, no. And Marisa has it in her hands. Now a home run pass, and finished the other way by Beverly. 13 points now in transition for Penn State. And that is the key to Carolyn Keeger's offense. How about two more?
When you get layups, you know, there is no transition defense for those turnovers for touchdowns, as Susie Merchant calls them.
Good feed inside to Tyre Parks. Farquhar fights for the offensive rebound. Clouden gives it up to Eck. That's a three. Time winding down. They go inside to Parks. Counted in the foul. There's a three in the corner, and Jaycott buries it. Camden maintaining possession. Worked away by Marisa. Now the hesitation and the wiggle on the baseline to get free.
Too easy for Makenna Marisa.
Parks. No go. Tipped into the hands of Hageman. And the second chance goes down. Clouden has gone to the bench. And Jayla James has come back in. No, check that. Clouden still in the ball game, and she buries the elbow jumper. Looking pretty good on that ankle. Clouden takes it herself, and the finger roll won't go. Now Burke with 5. Higgins leaves it off to Beverly just before the horn. 5-point ball game, 9:32 left in regulation. This is a game that Michigan State absolutely needs, as Marisa goes right into the chest of Smith and scores 2. Spartans coming into the game, number 62 in the net as Clouden splashes a deep 2. 2-possession game, just over 8 minutes to play. Hageman left open and rattles in the 2. Back-to-back blocks by Penn State. Burke and Camden working together on the low block. Deep 3 for Beverly.
Well, Penn State just does such a good job of getting a lot of deflections. They have active hands. They're in the right position. They're long and lanky inside and on the perimeter. They're able to get their hands on a lot of balls.
Marisa curling around the defense, lays it in.
Extra effort is why Michigan State's in the position that they're in on the NCAA bubble, despite having the adversity that they've faced. So that's that leadership. Now, she's a quiet leader, not really a vocal leader, but that stuff right there is her teammates look to that and need that from her.
And that was a much-needed 3 from Matilda Eck, ending a 7-0 Michigan, Penn State run, rather. Marisa threads it down to Camden. What a look by Makenna Marisa. This is a team that has been bitten one too many times by the injury bug this year. Hageman, nice move. Pump faking and rolling into the basket. Hageman pops in the lane. Short, Farquhar fighting for it. Pays it off with a 3. Hageman left open. That's a 3. This is a huge moment for her team. 90 seconds left as Marisa puts up a shot, counted in the foul. Makenna Marisa, a magician here in the 4th quarter. Back to a 5-point deficit for Michigan State. Clouden off the heel, which probably put them on the bubble. And then they close the season with Ohio State. Turnover into the hands of Michigan State. 3-on-1.
2 of the premier players in college basketball going at it.
Clouden, that's a 3. Off balance, puts it in. Hageman went for the foul. Marisa up ahead to a wide-open Beverly. And she just lays it in. And this would certainly be a big one for Carolyn Keeger and company. the other way on Matilda Ack.
Oh, the effort to get out and contest a shot with your head in the rim. What a great play.
Carolyn Keeger said she's never seen a player bounce back from a knee injury like Leilani Kapanis.
Making the right plays at the right times for this team.
Cloud, an off-balance three won't go. Kapanis the rebound, and she's sent to the floor. Trying to avoid playing in that first day of the Big Ten tournament, and then who knows? That's why we have these conference tournaments. You never know who can go on a run.
One of the youngest in the country, learning how to win games. Carolyn Keeger talking to us about poise, composure, toughness, and grit to finish ball games. They've withstood runs. They've made the right plays at the right times to put themselves in position to win this basketball game.
X3 off the mark. Rebound Higgins. And Susie Merchant has called off the defense. Penn State comes away with a huge win on the road.